And we're joined now by Yinam Cohen, Israel's Consul General to the Midwest, who's based here in Chicago. Mr. Cohen, thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So what are you hearing from family and friends in Israel about what it's like on the ground there right now? The ongoing threat of attacks, certainly not the first time Israel's been under fire.
This is true. Last night was a very scary night when Iran launched more than 300 tools towards Israel, ballistic missiles, drones, and cruise missiles. Sirens were heard all across the country after midnight, during 1 a.m., 2 a.m. People went down to take shelter, and that was a very scary night.
Now, we've heard that the Israeli military has now lifted some restrictions on public gatherings and closing of schools. Is that a sign that the situation may be de-escalating?
It is a sign that we do not anticipate at the moment further attacks from Iran, and we can go back to normalcy, but at the same time, we remain very alert because it's not only about Iran, but also its proxies, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis in Yemen, that remain a serious danger to Israel. Because what we saw last night was probably the most complex and vast attack that we've seen in the history of war. But at the same time, I have to say that last night was also a great accomplishment for Israel, a great success, because of two reasons. The first one is that 99% of the missiles and drones that were launched towards Israel were intercepted. Only very few of them fell within Israeli territory. And I think that the second one, which is also very important, is the fact that Israel did not do it alone. We did it together with a coalition, international coalition led by the United States, together with the United Kingdom, with France, and some of our Arab neighbors, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and that is a very strong signal. I think that the most important lesson from that is, that the Middle East is not about Israel and the Arabs, it's more of the moderates, which include Israel, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Jordan, versus Iran and its terrorist proxies, Hezbollah, Hamas, and others.
So given that almost all of the Iranian rockets and drones, you say, were intercepted and did not reach their targets, is that going to impact the measure of Israel's response to this?
I cannot respond to that at the moment because what we're doing right now is trying to assess what is the best response to the Iranian attack. We, of course, do it together with our American partners and other regional partners, because we need to achieve two things. We want peace and stability in the region, but we also know that you cannot achieve peace and stability by appeasing dictatorship and aggressive regimes like Iran.
Yinam Cohen, Israel's Consul General to the Midwest, thanks for your time tonight.